Well, hello. Those of you who don't know, I am Isa, or Isabeliza, or Isabeliza. But I think Isabeliza sounds better, even though it sounds kind of Swiss. It's actually like a Italian word, and what it means is Beliza in Italian is beautiful, and Isabel, or Isabel, as I prefer it, is just a name. So Isabeliza just means beautiful Isabel, or Isabella. Well, most of you know, or don't know I suppose, that Isabel, or Isabel, is not my real name. But I don't like my real name, really. So I prefer to go by Isa, or Isa, or Isabeliza, or Isabeliza, or whatever you decide to call me. But you will probably never find out my real name, unless you're really, really smart, because there have been a few times I've actually said my real name, just in different ways that are very unique. So anyways, the reason I'm making this video today is because, well, one, I'm bored, and two, I'm trying to get better at making videos, and three, because I've met a really, really cool bunch of people who are really good at making videos. And while I don't want to ask them for help, because I know that they have busy lives, and I'm sure tons of people have asked them for help, you know, my goal is to keep making videos that suck, and hopefully suck less, every single time that I make one. So anyways, what was I going to say? Oh yes. Today is March 1st, and I'm excited because I'm going back to school, hopefully soon. I already have one degree, and I want to go and get another. The degree I already have is in English, and yes, I am a huge stickler for proper English. However, that does not mean that I use it all the time. It just annoys me a lot when people will say, like, me hungry, or me want to go home, or use something in a context that's totally wrong. So I guess that's my slow stuck-upness about me. That's about it. Usually, if I'm really annoyed, I'll either walk away if people say it, or I will not talk to people about it. I'll just keep it inside because I'm polite. But that's a different tangent. I'm wanting to go back to school to get another degree in special education, because right now I work with special people, and I mean that by they are adults and they're mentally retarded with Down syndrome and Charge syndrome and, you know, post-traumatic stress disorder, and just very different aspects, you know, from severe to mild to moderate, you know, and everything in between. I work directly with ladies, but indirectly with both sexes. So I'm going to go back to school and be a special ed teacher. And I know that I can take a couple more classes and I can get certified to teach English, because nope, most people would assume a degree in English means, oh, you can teach. No, can't teach. I can do some things, like I can be a politician, or a librarian, or a banker, or a writer, which is what I really want to do. I want to be a writer. And I would love to write books about children who are special, to teach other children that it's okay to be different. You know, one of the books I'm working on right now, very slowly working on, I must say, is about a little girl named Izzy. Imagine that. And she has Down syndrome, and it's about her trials and tribulations, written from the point of view of her best friend who does not have Down syndrome, who's normal and doesn't see anything wrong with having Down syndrome, and loves her friend because her friend is different. And she wants to teach other children that Izzy is okay to be their friend, and that, you know, people tease you about having a friend that's different. It's just immaturity and stupidity, and that, you know, there's no reason that she should be treated differently because she has the same feelings and she has the same hopes and dreams and aspirations and wants and needs as anybody else. She just happens to be born special. So that is my book that I'm writing. And a lot of people wonder, well, how do you want to be a writer and you're going to go back to school to be special ed? Because through education there comes opportunity. Through opportunity comes the achievement of dreams. So I want to go back and get educated in special ed so I have even more background to write my book. And, you know, I can also be a special ed teacher. And while I don't make all that much money, you know, money isn't an object. You know, as long as I'm happy, you know, I'll live in a box. And I really truly mean that. You know, I don't need, like, the Bentleys, and I don't need a BMW. You know, I just need a car that will get me somewhere. I don't need a huge mansion. You know, I need a small house or a box. Something that has a roof, a toilet, a shower, a bed, and a couch. That's all I really need. Oh, and internet access. Because, yeah, I'm kind of addicted. But I'm sure all of you are, if you're part of YouTube, because, think of all the videos we all make every day, because it's an addiction. So, if any of you have ever heard of my friend David, he is addicted too. He has a fun video that you have to go watch about when YouTube was down, and his reaction, and it cracks me up. He's an adorable person who will just make you laugh with his humor, and he doesn't really understand why people think he's adorable, but he is. So, this really doesn't have a point, this video I'm talking about. Just me rambling, which is what I'm really good at. I'm really, really good at rambling, because I have ADD, and I have to focus on one thing, and it's really, really hard. So, I just ramble and ramble and ramble. So, if you want to post any responses to this, that's totally fine. If you want to tell me how annoying I am because I ramble, that's totally fine, because I don't care. I'm happy with who I am. I have a life that is getting back on track. Bigger and better things are coming my way. So, either be happy with me or don't be. But either way, I don't really care. So, for today, I'm going to say goodbye. So, goodbye.